All right. And so for the first time on this channel, I'm going to actually review something outside of the reining. We're going to do a quick little 5-minute rundown of the world's greatest horseman finals that happened in Fort Worth about a week and a half ago as I'm recording this. Um, First things first, Call Me Mitch is your world's greatest horseman champion with Philip Rawls. Uh, Three things about this that are big to me. Number one, Philip deserves it. He's won almost everything else. He and this horse have had a great career together, and to cap it off by winning the world's greatest, now that it's up there as one of the biggest events in the whole deal, that's great for him. This horse is a great horse. He's deserved it. Um, I've always kind of been a fan of him. I just think he's so cool across events. Uh, Number two, his score of 902 is a record across 4 events at this deal, in the finals at least, for sure. I didn't check if it was higher than anything in the prelims, but I'm pretty sure it was, being as it averages out to 225 and a half across 4 events. That's amazingly impressive. Um, and with the prize money he won, Call Me Mitch now, and this is the personal connection I have to it. Call Me Mitch is now the number one all-time NRCHA money earner. He passes Alina Oak, who, as a lot of you will know, was ridden most of his career by my dad and is actually owned by my dad's wife, or half owned by my dad's wife. Uh, and it was cool to see my dad get to congratulate Philip in the back. Like, it was on video and pictures and stuff because I wasn't there, but it was really cool to know that they got to, talk afterwards. And there's not many better horses, I would say, that deserve it more than Mitch. Uh, Special consideration, second place for Chris Dawson. I mean, most other years he would have walked away with this deal with his 839, 893 and a half. Raising that, I love dual rays personally, and Chris did a great job showing this thing. A little more cow down the fence might have helped him, but I don't know if he had 7 more points in him to make that deal because he had an excellent showing. It's just Mitch was on another level today, or that day. And then the tie for third is cool because Todd Bergen was riding a really cool horse, one of my favorite horses bred wise, because it's royalty as far as it's concerned. Very Smart Remedy won the world's greatest years and years ago, and Katie Starlight was the first ever horse that won it twice, back with Teddy Robinson years and years ago. Todd was an 889, and he tied with Tyler Merrill, who has never shown at the world's greatest before, but anybody knows him knows A, he's a really good roper. B, he spent a lot of time working for his brother-in-law, working cutters. He grew up doing this. Like, Tyler knows his way around it. So as much as everybody made a big deal about him not showing before, Tyler is seasoned. He's shown since he was a youth kid. It is astounding to me, and this is such a cool thing. And I know everybody gets tired of talking about money all the time, but the fact that splitting third paid as much or more than it used to cost to pay to win the world's greatest. And those 4 were on another level from everybody else. They were the only 4 that had a shot going into the finals or going into the fence work. It's just impressive when you see what they did. A special consideration to mention should be made for Quahati and Boy Rice. That fence run was cool. There's one other that I thought was just as good, which is Philip. But Boyd and Philip put on a show down the fence, and that's everything that the cow horse is, and why it is such a great spectator sport. It might be the most exciting spectator sport in the Western Performance world because you don't have to understand as many of the intricacies as you do with the reiners or the cutters, and it's just an adrenaline rush. The other person I want to mention, and it's cool for me to see this, even though I don't know her at all. I like seeing the non-pros get in there and show with the open guys and make the finals. And Abby Phillips, I know she ended up having some trouble in some events, but even qualifying for the finals at a 78 with some of the best open guys in the world, that was awesome. The other thing I wanted to say is I'm really, really happy watching, and you see it in the reining world too, but one last thing is when they honored Doug Williamson beforehand, I love seeing that in the industry. I love seeing that in all of the Western Performance industries. Somebody who's a legend in the sport going through a lot of stuff right now with his own health and stuff, and they took the time to make sure that he got honored the way he did. It was wonderful, and I want to applaud NRCHA for stepping up and doing that. Whoever's idea it was, great idea. It was good to see those guys do that. So, like I said, about 5 minutes. I'm running up on about 6 now, actually, but that is my update for the World's Greatest Horseman finals and my review. It was good watching, and especially at the top end, might have been the toughest top 4 or 5 that we've ever seen. So join me here on Sunday-ish. I'm going to film it on Sunday afternoon probably for my review for the Florida Running Classic Derby after it happens. And then I'm going to, at some point, put up a preview for the Western Performance Horseman going on in Arlington and cover that with a preview and a review after it happens. So until next time, like, share, subscribe on the YouTube channel, share it around on Facebook. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. And I will see you in the next episode.